Hello. Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Good morning, Angela. And Britt, good early morning. Hi, Christina. Happy 222, February 22nd. I'm already shuffling these cards here. I'm excited to get into the messages for today that will be about this 222 portal. I'm not really a huge follower of number energies and things. I kind of like the moon cycles, and I don't put a ton of attention on it. And I noticed that today was my time to do our collective card reading, and I noticed it was February 22nd. And so I'm like, why not? Let's see what 222 has for us today. And it is a portal that does have significance because of the numbers. So good morning, early morning for Amy, and hi, Nancy. So I'd like to hear from y'all. What is your relationship like with portal dates or eclipses or new and full moons, things like that? Do you tend to remember them and acknowledge and celebrate those things, or just kind of notice in the background? If you are new to me, please say hello and where you're from if you would like. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing our collective reading for the group, whoever's here, whoever sees the replay or is live, doesn't matter. We're going to be drawing cards, getting spirit messages, and then closing with some Reiki and clearing energies. So I felt called to get out this Work Your Light deck from Rebecca Campbell. It's an oracle deck. Christina feeling an energy shift. And yeah, actually I was going to bring in the Chinese New Year fire horse theme, because that happened less than a week ago, and that was a huge shift. So 222 can symbolize stability after turbulence. So how many of you have experienced the transition of either 2025 to 2026, or snake year to horse year as being turbulent? I have, for damn sure. Christina in Portland, awesome. Hi, Donna, good afternoon. So 222 is about peace, it's about alignment, it's Pisces energy. We are in Pisces season, right? Is it really already? Yes, it is. We just went into Pisces. So very much a watery energy, hidden energy influenced by Neptune, the moon. Pisces energy is about illusion, can be about addiction. Hi, Heather. An understatement for you about the last 2 weeks. So yeah, so this 222 day for you and me and anyone else who feels like it's been turbulent. Today is a day for calm, rebalancing. And 2s are about partnership also. So, I mean, maybe it might be some of you have had a shakeup in a partnership. And it can be romantic, definitely. It doesn't have to be. It could also be any sort of one-on-one partnership. If it's, business, marriage, romance. It could even be a best friendship, something like that. So it's about giving, receiving, staying, leaving. So looking at where are you out of balance in partnership energy? Where are you out of alignment? It's happening for you, Christina. How is that going for you? So let's see. I keep shuffling as I do. What Work Your Light says first. The last time I pulled these cards for the group, we got the same card. So definitely a very clear message. Align your life. I mean, I love this because you can't make this shit up, as I always say. I was just saying this is about alignment. So where are you not aligned? What needs to change in your life? So today is a great day to slow down, acknowledge that. You might even want to do a mini life audit where you write down, what's working, what's not working. And if something isn't working, what's a baby step you can take to align yourself with either taking an action to get it into alignment or for it to go out of your life. So it's not easy. Good morning, Jen. And I did forget to say, if you are new, I'm Natalie, spiritual life coach and Reiki master teacher. I've been a teacher here on Insight Timer almost 5 years. It's funny, this morning as I put these glasses on, because these are progressive lenses, so they're not really, I shouldn't really be using them with the computer because it means I have to, move my head in a weird way. But I was thinking, when I started my live streams on Insight Timer, I wasn't wearing glasses. Aging. So Heather, yes, leaning into your support systems. Christina, oh goodness, I'm so sorry to hear that. Letting go of a 16-year marriage. It's interesting, I am creating workbooks that I'm selling on an Etsy store, and the one I started working on yesterday is about divorce recovery. So if you want that resource, send me a message. Yeah, that's tough. How many other people here have gone through divorce? I have. Yeah, so this is a wonderful day live stream for you, and looking at where can you rebalance your energy, where can you come into alignment, where can you focus on your relationship with yourself. Amy, yes, for sure, been divorced. Good morning, Kat. Oh wow, Jen. So you've decided to divorce? Does that mean anything has actually happened yet? Has there been movement, like moving out of the house? Hi, J.E. Yeah, I blamed it on screens, but then I also had to admit it's aging. It's like the classic aging thing, 40s, suddenly needing glasses. And I know that screens have amplified it. So today for the 222 energy, looking at alignment, looking for alignment in your life. Where is there evidence of things coming into alignment? Divine timing. Choosing peace over attachment. Wow, Donna. Oh my gosh. Sending lots of loving to you, filing for divorce last week. Yeah, I hear you, Jen. I mean, just even to get to a point where there's even talk of it, like so much has to happen to even get there. And it's a process and a journey. So, thank you to those of you who are sharing in here. And, I don't believe in coincidence. It's interesting that we would have a handful of people that are actively in the process. So please know you're not alone. And yeah, like bringing it back to the 222 energy. Yeah, twos are about balance. So if those of you are ending more marriages, relationships, seeing it as like eventually there will be a rebalancing in that for those of you in long-term marriages. I imagine it's been a long time of imbalance. I have been divorced, and for me, like it doesn't start out of nowhere and then it's this sudden decision for most of us. I mean, it was years. It was a few years of things are not working, there's problems, there's issues, and then it just coming to that natural place. So for those of you looking at this area, where can you choose yourself today? And how can you use this 2 energy and this 222 portal to support and choose yourself? Transitioning from us energy to me energy. And what are you going to carry forward? So yeah, this card makes perfect sense. How many of you have felt shattered? I mean, this is an out of alignment card. Being out of alignment for a long time can feel shattering. And it's really difficult going through it, and on the other side, there will be peace and balance, alignment. So, yeah. So I pulled a Michael Singer card the other day, and I feel like it goes along with this energy that we're starting to explore and dive into right now. So it says, your heart is an instrument made of extremely subtle energy that few people come to appreciate. But in truth, you are not your heart. You are the experiencer of your heart. Your heart is an instrument made of extremely subtle energy that few people come to appreciate. But in truth, you're not your heart. You're the experiencer of your heart. So this is an important reminder that we are not our body, we are not our thoughts, we are not our suffering or our pain or our grief or our sorrow. That we are the witness and the observer of this experience. And that is a very simple and very powerful reminder that, if you are going through divorce, breakup, loss, to use your mindfulness, use all of the wonderful things you learn here in Insight Timer, to just notice, what is the heart feeling right now? How do I know I'm upset? How do I know my heart hurts? Because I'm able to witness and observe that. I am the experiencer of that. And yeah, Heather, thank you for bringing that in. And sounds like that's a really heavy situation as well. I know there's other people here that have been in long-term caregiving situations. It can be very, very taxing and draining, especially if it's parents. So again, looking at the 222 energy, realignment, peace, pause, balancing, tuning into your heart and remembering that you are not your pain, you are not your suffering. It will pass, although, that's not necessarily the most helpful platitude in the moment. I know that isn't for me. So moving, from us energy to me energy, moving from misalignment into alignment, regardless of whatever your specific situation may be. Where is there a baby step that you can take to protect your peace? So think about that and maybe ponder on that today. So we are going to go into Sacred Rebels next. And I just lit some incense. How many of you use incense regularly? I live in Mexico, for those of you who don't know. And my favorite incense in the world is here. So I have it right here. And it looks very unique. Has anybody seen incense like this? It's so delicious and powerful and natural. Does anybody know what this incense is? So we call it Gopal, and it's from a tree here, and it's sort of, I think it's like a sap that they collect and harden, and it's always this color. It's like a grayish white, but it smells divine. It's mystical. It's like no other incense I've ever smelled. It's very powerful. So I'm sure you can, Christina. Are you in Puerto Vallarta? Or, well, you said you're in Portland. Are you going there? I live near Puerto Vallarta. But it's called Gopal. Sometimes with a K, sometimes with a G. So as I lit it, I thought, I bet many people in Insight Timer don't know this incense. Maybe, I'm sure you can get it online. It's one of those things, you need to make sure you're not getting some synthetic version. Like, you can tell this one is natural. So let's see what Sacred Rebels has to say about today's 222 energy, recalibrating, realigning. Kat, I wonder if this might be a similar sort of a incense or smell. And I think you would love Gopal if you like Pinion wood. Yeah, I like those kinds of smells. Yeah. Miss Maloya. I've never heard of that. I live on Lake Chapala, the biggest lake in Mexico, which is a few hours from Puerto Vallarta. The lake is literally steps outside my window. So this energy is it's not about making rash decisions. It's about allowing that Piscean energy of just, it's very introspective. It's like coming inside, pondering, contemplating, maybe meditating with some incense that you love. So that you can find your big, bold vision. So if you're in a place of separation, divorce, letting go of something big, or having big responsibilities that don't allow a lot of space for yourself, maybe financial insecurities, it's about evaluating that, looking at that. Like letting go of this. Where are you out of alignment, so that you can then call in your big, bold vision? Because it's very hard to reach this if you're in this energy. This is amazing visualization here. They're both close-up faces with very different energy. So right now, today, I want you to look at, where are you misaligned? And really get honest with yourself. There might be some denial. You might not want to look at things because it's difficult to see. But whatever the misalignment is in your life, and because it's twos, for many it's going to be relational. You've got to stop doing the things that aren't working and expect to get here. And it doesn't mean, as I said, this isn't energy where you go out and make a huge rash decision. But this here, it's not something new and unexpected. You've known about this for a long time. It's just become unbearable. And it might be your relationship with yourself. I'm reading a book about toxic shame by John Bradshaw, Healing the Shame That Binds Us. Who all knows about that? Hi, Drazel. Welcome. It's been a little while. Glad to have you. Good for you for taking action, setting boundaries in something that felt uncomfortable. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. Yeah, it's so interesting. In my coaching practice, you know, that's been coming up a bit lately, and I've been looking at it more myself. And I've dabbled with John Bradshaw, but where I am in my life, because this reading resonates for me perfectly, it's like time to go into those deeper layers. And I just listened to a YouTube video called Healing the Shame That Binds Us. It was an hour-long talk by John Bradshaw. And then again, you can't make this shit up. Yesterday, and I'm in 12-step, for those that don't know. So I was at my 12-step meeting. There's a clubhouse, and they have a library there. I mean, I've seen it a million times. I've even looked at the books, you know, just in passing. And guess what? I was just randomly looking for no reason, and what book was there? Healing the Shame That Binds Us. And it was really interesting and powerful, because it's like when you're ready, it comes. That book has probably been sitting there for years, and yet I didn't see it till yesterday, because I wasn't meant to, because I wasn't ready. So it's like when we have eyes to see, we will see. When we're ready to see, we will see. So this is a very powerful visual message for you all. That it's possible, and it's difficult to create this on top of this. If you want rapid transformation and you want to reach your vision more quickly, you get to handle your shit here. Spiritual tough love is coming in. You've been tolerating for too long. So, yeah, Donna, stop doing what's no longer working. It's like it's unavoidable. This fire horse year has been in your face. You've shed things. It's time. So for some of you, the message is like, it's time. Do you really want this? You say you want things. You say you want, you know, to live your best life and be your best self, and you want to create on a bigger level, or you want to expand, you want to evolve and be the biggest and best version of yourself that you can be. So that involves shedding and letting go. And also forgiveness. Forgiveness of yourself and others. Trusting timing, process. Hi Drake, welcome. Glad you're back. Yes, today we will be doing Reiki after the card reading. And yeah, J.E., when the student is ready, the teacher appears, for sure. Hi Bev. Yeah, one of my favorite questions to ask when I'm coaching people is, what are you tolerating? So that's what this is. I know I mentioned this the other day, and this is like perfect symbolism for the visioning process that I offer here to the community. So if you've never had a gifted session with me before, please send a message and reach out, because these two cards are kind of exactly what we do in the visioning process. We look at what is not working. We look at where you are now. We look at where you want to go. We look at what's in the way. There's a gap here. So it can be very powerful and clarifying. And I offer that as a gift to the Insight Timer community if you've not ever had a one-on-one with me before. Wonderful, Christina. So, you know, and for those that are letting go, for those that are in loss, or going through that, or feeling stuck in your situation, for caregivers, I know some of you are caregivers. It can be hard, you know, you lose sight of this, and that's normal. So this day, this portal is here for you to think about, okay, what do I really want? Look how open her eyes are. So we're going to get into, let me look at this big bold vision. We've gotten that card quite a number of times. Wonderful, Debbie. Glad you're here. Trish, good morning. So I'm going to read a little bit from the guidebook here about Big Bold Vision. So it says, even if you have absolutely no idea about how your visions can come to pass or what the details may look like, you can access the heart and guts of your vision by tapping into your wildest dreams and surrendering attachment to exactly how it will all work out. So the how is where we get lost, and I talk about this in my coaching as well. You know, it's like, I want this thing. I don't know how it's going to happen. And then people can get stuck in indecision. Then they get stuck in doubt. So you get to surrender attachment about how it will work out. You get to trust the process, because, you know, where you are now and where you want to be, this gap that I mentioned, you become the version of yourself that is living this in the journey. And that's very important. It's more about who you become in this process. You will become somebody else. I mean, you, but also a different version, more evolved. Yeah, so it's about, this is what I want. The how will take care of itself. There's a talk that I share with my coaching clients. It's called the how to versus the want to. The want to has to be established. If the want to is strong enough, people don't care about the how. They're like, I know it's going to happen. But if you get stuck in the how, that shows maybe there's not, you know, faith or commitment, or maybe you don't want it enough, and that's all okay. It's just a noticing. You know, I mean, a good example is me. Like, I've had this dynamic a number of times in my life. I had to become the version of myself that could have the life that I have today. It didn't happen overnight. It came over many micro decisions and days and living and life. And it started, with decisions and choices. I had to become this version of me who has this life that I have. And I've been on a very profound journey to get here. And of course, it's never over. Yeah, Jen, I mean, that's a wonderful example. And those that are contemplating or in divorce or going through that, it's about, if you are on a path and your partner is not also growing in their own ways, you either grow together or you go. And of course, that's painful. And especially on the spiritual journey. And that's part of the process, awakening to blind spots. Yeah. So this card also says, this brings a general message of positive energy for you. Trust that things will be coming up roses for you. Even if everything seems to be in a bit of a shambles now, it's really just the essential mess before a truly spectacular success. So there's a healing process I'm going to read and declare. So if you resonate with this message, with this card, with this reading, you can receive this process and receive this for yourself as well. I release all blocks to my vision. I release all beliefs, conscious or unconscious, stored in my body or mind that would have me belittle or minimize myself out of fear or ignorance. I choose to be big, bold, and bright, to vision with my heart and receive all the genius of the universe, and supporting that vision and coming to life, so be it. And I just want to say, as far as like the connection that's happening in the comments, and I love this, because when one person has the courage and vulnerability to speak, what's happening for them in their life, or get, authentic, it then allows others to also speak. And even if even if there's some of you that are having your own relationship struggles or whatever, and you're not saying a word, you don't have to. But it's so powerful and valuable for this group energy when somebody shares, because they're speaking for those who aren't ready or want to speak, and it allows space and inspiration for others to also share. So yeah, I love that. So thank you all. So we're going to get some clarifying cards here to get more clarification for this message. And we're going to use, of course, as always, favorite tarot deck, Light Seers. So if you haven't already, please give me a follow here. You can also follow me on YouTube. I'm streaming this live right now over there as well, and all my replays are there if you want to revisit this or share this with somebody. Yeah, you can send me a message. You can search my name Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, check my profile here. You can check out my meditations in the app. I do have a live stream. Ooh, that's an interesting idea. The next live stream is February 25th at 3 p.m. Eastern. The cost of treating yourself like a problem to solve. So we've had that theme this month, and it's been very powerful and helpful for so many of us, of looking at, you know, this spiritual journey in kind of the subtle layers of judgments we have and kind of misaligned ideas, thoughts, energies, attitudes. And so this one, the cost of treating yourself like a problem to solve, is another theme that is in alignment with that. Because what happens is we start awakening, we start on this journey, and then it's very natural that it's like, oh, I need to fix myself. I'm broken. I didn't see how broken I was or how fucked up I was until I started noticing. And so we're going to dive into that. Yeah. And it's interesting that we have so many people that are contemplating or in divorce, because next month I'm going to be adding a couple new live stream topics around relationships, breakups, attachment styles, in navigating all of that. So make sure you follow me so that you can be notified of those. I'll likely schedule them this week. Insight Timer kind of shares them whenever it does, but I will create them next week. Yeah, right here, Kat. And if anybody wants a link to these cards, just send me a message. I'll send you the link, and it'll have like the thing that I read, and that's for the other card as well, this Align Your Life card, and also the cards that we're drawing here right now. So, well, the first card we get, no surprise, Four of Swords. And I'll explain this. Wonderful, Amy. Yeah, that's a really big area of life to shift and change, as you know. I know for firsthand how that is. So good for you to take these steps. So let's see. Okay. Yeah, so this is a card of rest. This is a card of meditation, of self-care. We get this card often. So many in the community overgive, overwork, lose themselves in relationships or in work or distractions. You know, being sensitive as we are, that's very easy. So today, this is a way that you can take advantage of the 222 energy of really just resting, contemplating, taking care of yourself. What does that look like? And you might have some, internal struggles in your mind. There might be, even between you and others or somebody else, there might be some arguments, some petty arguments. This is like oppositional energy that's just kind of like annoying, and it's not super huge, but it tries to take your peace. So this could be with other people, or it could be with yourself. You might try to calm and meditate, and then your mind won't shut up. Or somebody might try and, bring up that same old argument again that you've discussed 20 times. Now we have the Six of Swords as well. So, this just goes along with the whole theme of today's reading. You're going to be leaving something behind. And it might be a literal person. It might be a marriage, a relationship, or it might be you fighting with yourself all the time. But again, whatever it is for you specifically, this misalignment, you're going to go inside, you're going to go within, you're going to contemplate, you're going to get new clarity. And you get to take time and look for that for yourself. And it's like once you settle and quiet, it's going to make itself known. This fight. And I feel like for many of you, it's internal within yourself. And it might be toxic shame for some of you. It's just like whatever it is where you feel you can't live with yourself anymore. Wherever you're out of alignment, if it's in here or if it's with somebody or something out there, you're going to go within and see this more clearly, and then you're going to let it go so that you can reach this vision. And part of this is speaking your truth. You can see her throat chakra lit up. Oh, and there's actually like a scarab beetle. On the throat chakra and a bee on the third eye chakra. So part of it is like trusting this process. There's so much more here at play. It's multidimensional. But you will let go. And even if it is like personal change within yourself, it doesn't mean it's easy. But it will be worth it. So just go back to this vision again for yourself. So powerful, amazing reading. I do these readings as a paid service, so you can reach out if you want a one-on-one personalized reading. I also do Reiki and Ancestral Clearing as my signature energy healing session. So you can reach out for that. And again, I do offer as a gift to the community my powerful visioning process, and I think these two cards say it best. This is what we will look at. And we take an altitude over your life, and we really dive into where you are and where you want to be and what's in the way. So send a message, follow that if you have that intuitive nudge to do so. And we will get into the Reiki and Ancestral Clearing now for the last few minutes. So let's close our eyes together. I'm also going to be channeling Solvana energy, which is a powerful energy of transformation, new beginnings, awakenings, and third eye openings. And your body, mind, spirit will draw in the energy that you need for you. So you can just be open to receive. As many of you know, a lot of times I yawn. It's just part of what my body does for when the energy moves. And yours might do that or something else, so just trust whatever comes up for you. If it's emotion, sensation, it's all welcome. So allow yourself to receive this powerful 222 portal, a place to contemplate, slow down, pause, restore alignment, evaluate and look at, letting go, and stepping into your vision. You are loved, you are loving, and you are lovable forever. You are loved, you are loving, and you are lovable forever. I will now speak an ancestral clearing prayer as the Reiki and Solvana energies are continuing to be channeled to whoever wishes to receive, either live now or in the replay. Infinite Creator, source of all that is, we love you. Thank you for loving us. We humbly ask that you open, bless, expand, lead, guide, and direct us into your perfect light, love, and life, and always completely, now and forever. Please and thank you. For all hurts, wrongs, judgments, and burdens, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, sexual, and financial, through thought, word, or deed, please help us all. Forgive each other. Forgive ourselves. Forgive all people, and all people forgive us. Completely and totally, please and thank you. For all murder, rape, abortion, infidelity, and miscarriage through thought, word, or deed, please help us all. Forgive each other. Forgive ourselves. Forgive all people, and all people forgive us completely and totally, please and thank you. For all times we abandoned or were abandoned, withheld love or had love withheld, weren't nurtured, loved, supported, and cherished, and times we didn't nurture, love, support, or cherish others. For all let down in our lives and lineages. For the times we turned our back on the Creator God in all name and form. Help us forgive all people forgive us. Help us all forgive ourselves, please and thank you. Infinite Creator, for the highest good, please lift out all weight, pain, burden, sin, death, debt, negativity, spells, hexes, curses, black magic, white magic, guilt, fear, shame, unworthiness, and limitation of all kind. Transform it into your love and let your love flow back in and through us, filling and giving us all complete peace now and forever. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. Please help us love and bless each other, love and bless ourselves. Be at peace with each other and at peace with ourselves. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. So just feeling that powerful Reiki and Silvana energy healing and ancestral clearing moving through and around you. And if you'd like, you can come back to a wakeful state, slowly, gently, easily. And welcome back. I thank you all so very much for joining. If you haven't already, please make sure to follow me here on Insight Timer, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Check out my website. If you found this helpful, please give a donation. It helps support me in continuing to do what I do. Tell your friends, bring your friends. Hi Laura, thank you Donna for the donation. And there's a donation box popping up, but you can always donate anytime in the live. I think there's a button and in my profile, or there's other ways if you care to. So sending you all so much loving. I know you are We're all going through our own journeys and ups and downs and difficulties and challenges, and you are not alone. And this reading was really powerful to show you very clearly the dynamics that are here, what you can do, and what you're moving into. You're welcome, Christina, Kat, J.E., Nancy. And as I said, if you feel the heart's call to reach out, please do so. As I said, I offer my gifted visioning process where we will get altitude on your life and look at these areas and things, especially that have come up today in the live stream. It can be very powerful and valuable to get that support and clarifying what's here, clarifying whatever this energy is on this aligning your life card for you specifically even more, and what what you're moving into over here. Excuse me. So you can reach out through here or anywhere that you can find me. I'm very easy to find on the internet. Jonay, hi, welcome. Thank you for dropping in, and wonderful to see you. So as I said, I will be live again on the 25th at 3 p.m. Eastern. Let me pop that up again. The cost of treating yourself like a problem to solve. We don't want to do that anymore. That's part of this old energy. It's not wrong, it's just, it's not in alignment. So, have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. I will see you all very soon. Much love and namaste.